everyone, welcome to another episode of The Good Life. Today I'm going to talk to you about Montoux's involvement in Startup Bootcamp hosted in London recently. We were invited by a couple of insurance carriers through Startup Bootcamp and Rainmaking Innovation to participate in a program with them to try and help them solve a couple of very specific business challenges that they had. For Montoux, of course, that revolves around engaging customers through the benefits of pricing, and so we spent a lot of time with a couple of different insurers talking about pricing transformation and how we can help them optimize the value versus volume trade-off. It was a really great program. It was run over 2 weeks with a week in between. We had the opportunity at the start to essentially get reverse pitches from the life insurance companies that we were involved with. They gave us a really deep understanding of the problem that they had, and that way we could go away, spend some time thinking about how we could solve that and how that aligned to Montoux' own capabilities. The second week, which was an immersion week based back in London, was again with the life insurance carriers, where we spent quite a bit of time explaining to them exactly how our proposition worked and how that aligned with the problem and use cases that they'd outlined. At the end of that week, the idea is that you come away with a demonstrable POC that they can go back to their internal stakeholders and present, so that they can hopefully come back to you with the opportunity to provide a proof of concept or a pilot that ultimately leads to a full commercial agreement and, of course, solving the problem for that life insurance carrier. We participated in the CoLab program with a few other really unique startups, Genus AI, Denim based here in the US in Des Moines, Surify, and finally Attidot, which is an Israeli company doing some interesting stuff themselves around actuarial technology. We were really delighted to be invited. I think there was over 100 people or 100 companies that were requested to join the program. It was whittled down to a group of 5 or 6 with a couple of different life insurance carriers, as I mentioned, and it culminated on the final day with a pitch to a much broader community in London, hosted by PricewaterhouseCoopers at their building in London. Montoux delighted to have been involved in this so far, and we're looking forward to potentially taking on the next steps with these life insurance carriers and maybe even making an entry into the UK market.